In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents the Two Buck Sports Show with your hosts, Rusty Buckets and Uncle Buck. Now, let's get to the show.
Welcome to the Two Buck Sports Show, Tuesday edition of the show. I'm Uncle Buck. I've got Blockhead Stumblefield, Kenny Stubblefield with me. What is up, brother?
Man, there's nothing like knowing I'm about to jump on a show with you that gets my mood up. Number two, the intro song is just a banger.
It's a good one.
It's a banger. Like, it just makes me want to bob my head a little bit. So
yeah. Oh, I'm in it. Glad you're here. Just real quick, personally.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Wayno. Love Wayno. Wouldn't trade him for the world.
Never.
I've had a lot of Rusty. I have not had me and you time in a long time. And
we would trade Rusty.
Oh, absolutely.
Rusty.
I mean, if we're talking like
smoking.
art of negotiation here,
yeah.
You could. I'm not going to like try to get the most I can. You could just have it.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Like, how much would you take for this beat up vehicle? You can have it.
You can have it. Just take it. Just take the parts. I have a story about that. I used to work in the inner city in Memphis at Hamilton High School, Hamilton Community Center, and I had a car that broke down. And I said, you know what? I don't want to have to sell this. I don't want to try to do anything with this. I left it out in the parking lot of the park with the windows down and the keys in the ignition, hoping that it would get stolen. So I could fraudulently claim insurance, right?
Well, how'd that work out for you?
They wouldn't steal it. Nobody would steal it. And I asked him, I said, there was one kid in the gym and he was known for boosting cars. And I said, why do you not, why that car? Why is that car still out there? And he said, Coach, everybody knows that's your car, Coach. We're not messing with that car. I was like, damn it.
That's the kind of money I want to have. Stupid money. Kenny Stubblefield money, where it was just kind of like, oh, I could go get another car. Like,
no. That's not the money I have. Shit.
I want to go to the valet one time and just be like, who cares? I don't know why I went to my Donald Trump voice when I talk about somebody stupid rich. But like,
exactly.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Like, take it, wreck it, dent it. I'll just go get me another one.
Yeah, just give me another car. It's a bigger, better car. It's the best car. Some say it's the best of cars. It's the most beautiful of cars. It's bigly.
American made. only Chevy.
So guess what I had to do with that car? I called up a dude in Bunker Hill and I said, hey, you buy parts, right? And he said, yeah. And I said, come get this car, please. And so he took it and scrapped it.
You could take the catalytic converter.
Yeah, you could take everything.
Take all of it. Yeah. That's funny. I'm in a love-hate relationship with a minivan right now, and it's because like I've already replaced the transmission. A Honda, like I've only heard like, oh, if you want a good car, get a Honda. Hondas are great built cars. What they don't tell you is if you get the one that needs a transmission or any work done, nobody works on them. And so
really, nobody, not even dealerships and stuff like that.
The dealership will, but they know they've got you over a barrel.
They're going to charge you 7x with yes.
No kidding. The transmission they quoted me $7,000.
Yeah,
and that was for the transmission and the labor, and the transmissions were back ordered, so I would have to tow it 45 minutes up the road, drop it off, pay for a transmission, and then wait for it to come in, and they couldn't guarantee it.
Yeah.
So I went and found a transmission at a junkyard off of a totaled vehicle, bought it for $2,000, paid a guy $2,000 to put it in, and I have a new transmission.
How do you know that it worked? Like when you bought it, how did you know you spent $2,000 on it? You ain't getting that money back if it doesn't.
Oh
work.
no, it was a crapshoot. But
how do you know?
So the junkyard business, I guess, so they provide pictures and you know where the damage was.
Okay.
And so it was like, oh, it had been hitting the rear, smashing the rear pretty good. Totaled the vehicle, junkyard buys the total vehicle. Okay. But the transmission's at the front of the car, underneath the center console in the car.
Right.
It's not like the old transmissions were like long, had a like a cylinder that would go all the way to the back of the vehicle.
Oh yeah.
It's not that. It is just literally like it is about, y'all can't see this, but like you can bear hug it. It's really heavy, but it's all contained. It's watertight, and so it's like unless it's taken damage or it has went out, it's good. And so the guy who bought it was like, no, we got it for this reason. It was obviously working when it got rear-ended or when it had been parked in the yard somewhere.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's a gamble.
That makes me so nervous, man. They
did provide a 30-day warranty on it.
Oh, good. Okay, there you go.
And so,
hey, speaking of, this is totally changing. Nice hat, bro. Where'd you get that? I like that hat. Is that new?
Do you want to plug a non-sponsor?
Yes, fine.
It is from Oxbow. I love this hat. It's not new. You could tell by the
you got some sweat ring. Yeah, you got some sweat
but I'm a sweater and I'm a hat wearer religiously, and I'll wear out a hat. And so like I'm a one hat at a time kind of guy. And so that I love this hat. I love this style of hat. I can't wear the big new era hats like you and Rusty wear because they sit on my head like this. Yeah. And it looks like I can't stand it. I need it fitting close to the old cranium.
I can't fit in that size hat because my head's too big.
No, you and Jared wear these hats backwards, and it's like one button left. Yeah, and it's like if that thing fails, it's just going to shoot across the room and take.
You know what I used to have to do with my hats when I used to wear snapbacks like in high school? I don't do it anymore because I'm not a cretin, but I used to take duct tape and I would just duct tape the little snapback portion of it, and just it would hold forever. It would never but then you just kind of look like a bum,
Yeah, well, this is one thing I'm telling my kids right now. When you're in high school or middle school or my kids in elementary school, like you got what you got. You got what everything you got provided from me.
Hey,
and I lease it to you, okay?
Right.
In return, you have to help around the house, and sometimes you just got to make do with what you got.
You ain't lying.
And Kenny, you're a man of great ingenuity to find a way to take that hat and make it work.
Oh yeah, I would still do it to this day if I wasn't a self-respecting 45-year-old. Like that's kind of where I'm at now. I'll just like, you know what? I'll go buy a new hat if that thing breaks. But I found a new brand.
Funny money, Stubblefield over here.
No. I found a new brand though that fits my size head. It's called
Bucket from Home Depot.
Listen, you're gonna love it. You can check it out. If you have a big head and have a hard time finding hats, especially snapback hats or trucker hats or whatever, check out Mammoth brand, Mammoth Headwear on the internet, and I get all of my hats from there outside of these little joints.
You know, Rusty has bought the big head sunglasses before. I don't know what the brand was. They make sunglasses that are extra wide to go across your head without like pressing your brains in above your ears.
Oh yeah.
He's done that before. I need like New Era hats. I found one at a Memphis Redbirds game. They've got the New Era hats that I've told you. They just sit up too high in front here. I don't like them. They have a low profile hat.
Oh,
so for like short people, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
just not big foreheads. It's not for short people. You could have a big head Jared's not tall and he's got a monster bucket head.
Yeah, he does have a monster head. The head per inch of height ratio is off the charts.
It's off the charts with Jared Davidson. Yeah.
Yeah. He may have a touch of the syndrome.
Got a little bit of the syndrome.
You know, and Shane Gillis is like, I don't have it, but it nicked me. You know, that's
hey, Edward said you trying to check, but you got a little bit in you too, a little bit.
You know, I am short, and one of the best jokes I ever did, and the best jokes are always too close to home for some people. Absolutely. Me and you've gotten this fight before about comedy. It's got to have a little bit of truth. It's got to have a little bit of edge to it for it to be funny. Okay. And in high school, I remember, I think I was in 10th grade. We had like biology or whatever it was. And so we were talking about like, or maybe it was A&P, like anatomy and physiology or whatever. And they were doing like we had the chromosomal talk, right. This is what causes Down syndrome. And this is like you've got one fewer chromosome, and it exemplifies itself in the visual form by shorter stature, short fingers and toes, and I in the middle of class, being the cut up and as self-deprecating as I am, just did this number, and I went, teacher, I think I may have it. And,
that's so messed up, dude. That skit, that comedy bit by Shane Gillis might be. He's like, I dodged it. It nicked me, but I dodged it.
Yeah.
Then he tells a story about going to George Washington's house and having the epic war with the dude dressed as a slave.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, you've got to have some edge to it. And, or that's my favorite kind. I don't like a lot of raunchy stuff, like the sex humor and all that kind of stuff. But like, find a line somewhere and then try to cross it, and I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah. Especially when it's self-deprecating. Like, I need it to be self-deprecating.
Not everything you do can be targeting another group of people.
Yes.
You've got to do it within, as well. And if you could do both, and you can pick nits here and there amongst everybody, it's great. And chill out. Your time's, if you don't like what he's saying about those people, your time's coming.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. If you just hammer one people group, then you total line of like an ism, or a bigotry,
That is my biggest beef with comedy in 2026 is there's not enough dudes who target everybody, even themselves. They target very specific groups, and it drives me crazy.
Have you ever seen the Michael Shea? This is the last thing I'll say. The Michael Shea, who's SNL Weekend Update guy, hilarious.
Yes.
And the pairing of him and just the most white bread dude in the world,
Colin Yost,
is hilarious.
Dude,
Colin Jost. But so Michael Shea has stand up, and he was like, "Why does everybody get an ism, but gay people get a phobia?" And he unpacks that, and it is hysterical. He's like, if you've got a problem with gay people, then that's a clinical issue that you can't correct. But everybody else is just a choice. And again, Michael Shea stand up, it's hysterical.
That's great. Yeah,
again,
he's great.
This is probably not the time and place in an NBA show to dive into the phobias and the isms based on yesterday's current events. So
yeah.
All right. That's what I like about you, Kenny, is we let our hair down together, and we just kind of get into where it gets into. And unfortunately for everybody else, it stops here. because we have to talk about the freaking Memphis Grizzlies
Yes,
as they got a dub last night in the form of a loss to the Phoenix Suns at home. So let's find the bumper video and see. This is what Rusty is good about. He's always got the bumper videos ready.
He's ready to go.
The Memphis Grizzlies played last night and they lost, which I don't know if you listened to the show yesterday, but in the group message you knew because I said it Sunday, like it's finally happened. I finally crossed the threshold to not wanting to win in the slightest. I think it's the amount of games left paired with like the race. Like I'm the players that are playing. Like I don't even care if we're competitive. I don't care about like the competitive culture and all this because I want to lose.
It's more self-preservation than anything, right? Like if you did care about winning games, you would be in a constant state of flux and despair, right?
And this is what happened. And this is I've went on this diatribe on this show several times. Like, don't ask me to like break down film of the 8th consecutive loss. Like at some point with the amount of like parental duties that I have throughout the day, and also just wanting to throw a bone to my wife every once in a while that she can watch what she wants to watch, or bathe the kids, or prepare lunches, all this kind of stuff. Like, I'm not going to blame anybody for checking out. And that's what I did for a long time. Like, hey, we're losing, don't care. And now it's like, I'm looking at the standings. It's tight. I'm locking in again for the wrong, for the bad outcome. Like I've locked back in,
right?
Because now I feel the stakes again because the stakes are the number 1 pick. I can't do that for a whole year. I don't know how Brooklyn's done it, Utah,
for multiple
Sacramento.
years.
But I don't know how you, as a fan, you can lock in to the reverse tank or like to the reverse standings race,
right?
And do that for 82 games. I'm just now able to like see the bigger picture and root for the bigger picture with 8 games to go.
What's crazy is it won't take you long though to get back out of that. Like I would suspect, right? Like you would be like, if they get May 10th is a big day for the Memphis Grizzlies. If they get one of those picks that we're talking about, then we're all the way back in, right? Like of like, oh, this rebuild's going to be quick.
Well, and just being honest with you, come time for training camp and schedule release and the new season's kicking off in October, I will be in.
Yeah.
And we'll find a way for the Grizzlies to be successful in my own head.
Right.
Now, so like you don't have to worry about that. I mean, I know there were Utah fans who with the drafting of Ace Bailey was like, he was what we needed. You know, we still got Laurie Markkinen. We got Colin Sexton at the time, and I really love what we're seeing out of Keontae George. Like you talk as fans, you talk yourself into that. I'm no exception to that. I try to be fair, but I will find a reason that the Grizzlies will be good, even if they fall to the 9th pick in the draft and we get jumped by, whoever, Chicago and Charlotte or whatever. I'll talk myself into it. And part of that is because I do kind of like a lot of the pieces on our roster.
I do too.
And so Cousin Kirk is in here. Like, listen, Cousin Kirk, we from Mississippi. He is watching the show right now because he loves me. He's not the NBA guy. And he chimes in to ask, is JJ Redick still a thing? Let me tell you, Kirk, he is the head coach of the most popular franchise in the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers.
And I will tell you this, if the Los Angeles Lakers make the decision to move off of JJ Redick, I am looking very hard as a Memphis Grizzlies fan at bringing JJ to Memphis. I would love to have him as a coach.
That's 2 things that aren't going to happen.
You don't think the Los Angeles Lakers would get rid of JJ Redick? They'd blame him for everything.
Well, as the 4 seed or the 3 seed now in the West,
I think they're winning.
Can only say nice things.
Yeah, they're winning now.
So far. And listen, gone are the days. He texted me a minute ago. He is the king of sayings. He just texts me these random things a lot, and He's texted me yesterday. He said, "Have you ever had one of those days where you just wish you could choke a wild ferret?" And I was like, "Yeah, most days." This day he just said simply, "Fat girls in drive-thrus really piss me off." So get you a friend like Kurt. He spices up every day in just the most random ways.
Fat girls in drive-thrus.
Yeah, no, I don't think JJ Redick's going anywhere.
Not now. I would.
We've seen this in multiple instances now, where the Los Angeles Lakers are not making decisions based on LeBron James anymore. So LeBron James, the king of getting his coach fired and throwing a coach under the bus, will not be listened to if he is the only one in the building that says we need to fire JJ Redick. They will say no.
We'll send you to Sacramento if you're not careful, LeBron James.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that's the only reason why I think JJ will stay. I think he's doing a good job.
Oh, I think,
and it doesn't help that Luka's there, So, all right, let's get to the Grizzlies. They lost again last night to the Phoenix Suns. Final score 130 something to 115 or something like
130.
That.
It was 131 to 105.
131 to 105. So a 26-point loss. I mean, hey, you didn't even have to stress because I was on the show yesterday. I reacted poorly to the win against Chicago. Like, Trey Jones, just shoot the dang layup. We gave it to you, son.
Well, I'll say this. Like, look at the box score. They won 131 to 105, so a 26-point win. They outscored the Phoenix Suns outscored Memphis 40 to 16 in the fourth quarter. So it was a very close game all the way through until the fourth quarter when they just trounced the Grizzlies. I was watching the game, then I had to go live with Trey on Tigers Untapped, and then the box score or like the final score popped across my screen. I was like, "What the hell?" Like 131 to 105. They were up the entire game.
The message was received in the fourth quarter.
It was.
And
they played Adama ball 12 minutes in the fourth quarter. That's why they lost.
He got the whole fourth quarter.
I don't think so, but he got they did against let's
look at this right now. All right, I'm gonna pull up the real app. This is funny because the science that goes behind us tanking is hilarious to me because as it's been talked about for a couple months now, we just are refusing to play a center. Still doing it. Just still like the tallest guy that will ever sit on the court is like Taj Gibson, and he's 85 years old.
Taylor Hendricks is 6'9". Shout out.
Taylor Hendricks, All right, so the Memphis Grizzlies.
Dude, this box score, this minute distribution is
in the fourth quarter
egregious.
In the fourth quarter, we shot 14 shots in 12 minutes. So just a little more than one shot a minute.
Wow.
We only made 5 of those 14 shots at a 35.7% clip. We shot 6 3-pointers of the 14 shots. We made 1 of them. 16.7% clip. We did make 5 of our 6 free throws, which is really working too hard. In 12 minutes, we had four turnovers and 8 rebounds. 4 rebounds and 7 turnovers.
Nice.
We let's see. I don't know what SCP stands for, but and we had 3 personal fouls. I can't pull up the players by minutes without looking at the actual player itself.
Well, I'll give you this total minutes. Are you ready for the starting 5 last night was Taylor Hendricks, Cedric Coward, Gigi Jackson, Cam Spencer, Jemai Meshack, which honestly, I don't mind that.
Jeez. Did you see Jemai Meshack played 37 minutes?
He is.
I don't know. I think we may have to sell our Meshack stock if he's getting 37 minutes in a game we're trying to lose.
He has 37 minutes. Cam Spencer, Gigi Jackson, Cedric Coward, Taylor Hendricks, probably the most established 4 guys on this Grizzlies team right now, guys that can impact winning. 18 minutes for Taylor Hendricks, 24 minutes for Cedric Coward, 17 minutes for Gigi Jackson, 18 minutes for Cam Spencer. Tyler Burton, Dejan Jarreau, Adama Ball, Walter Clayton, and Jemai Meshack were all well over 30 minutes in that game.
All right, so I looked at the fourth quarter minutes for the 4 players that you say were the most important going forward. We would call the 4 best players.
Right.
That's Cam Spencer, Gigi, Cedric Coward, and Taylor Hendricks. They played a combined 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes apiece.
2 minutes apiece.
Yeah. Dejan Jarreau in the fourth quarter played 9 minutes.
Yeah. So 9 of the 12.
Jemai Mashak played 8 minutes of the 12. Aldama Ball played 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. Who are we missing? Walter Clayton Jr., the mole himself.
The mole himself.
9 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Dejan Giroux, 9 minutes.
If I'm Walter Clayton Jr., a guy who was a first-round draft pick, NCAA tournament player, MVP for Florida the year before, I'm thinking I'm doing something big. These 9 minutes in the fourth quarter for the Memphis Grizzlies should probably give me super pause for concern on what my standing is in the NBA. You just played 9 minutes with Adama Ball in the fourth quarter of a Memphis Grizzlies tank game. That's crazy, man. That's not good.
Yeah, and again, I'm so reluctant for stuff like that. Jonas Valanciunas, what up?
Let me tell you something, Rusty Witten.
Rusty didn't hear earlier in the show, but we gave him away for nothing.
He's been traded for a broke down transmission of a Honda Odyssey. That's what he's been traded for.
Yeah, my old transmission, not the one that works.
Not the one that works.
I can't give that one away. I'm trying to haul 5 kids around.
Right. You got too many kids.
I'm still kind of like, this is where I'm at, and this is as low as I can go, I think, with Walter Clayton Jr. Like, I don't think he's good right now.
No.
I don't. And I'm not willing to make any decisions going forward based solely on keeping Walter Clayton Jr. Like, if he goes, he goes. Don't care. Like Rusty.
Right.
Just kidding.
Yeah. If he goes, he goes. Whatever.
If he dies, he dies, to quote Ivan Drago.
People don't Sorry. Rocky IV, if you've got to watch that movie. Like, people, we were talking exactly, bro. Dude, we talked Rocky Balboa
and Mel Gibson have won more victories in wars than anyone in the world.
That Rocky Balboa, that
ended communism.
That scene when they were doing the training montage between him and the differences between what he was doing and even Ivan Drago was doing.
He was just cutting wood in Siberia.
If that ain't America, in Siberia, if that ain't American, I don't know what to tell you, man. We don't need all that nonsense. We need give us an axe and some wood and let us go to war.
So back to communism, Walter Clayton Jr. I'm not just going to say that he sucks. That's just sucks.
No,
doesn't matter the situation, but he sucks in this situation.
Yes, he does.
And maybe he's a facilitating point guard, and so you're putting him around trash, and what is it? Trash in, trash out. And that's just what it is.
No, because here's the thing, though. I would also say there's a clip. If you watch the Grizzlies games, there's a clip that's been playing nonstop of the Chris Vernon show from Grind City Media where they're interviewing Walter Clayton Jr.
Yeah.
And Walter Clayton is basically yeah, I was told at the beginning of the year, don't worry about it. Rookies don't get traded. And he said, well, I'm here to tell you rookies get traded. Bro, you're the common denominator in this situation, right?
Yeah.
Like you got traded as a rookie. You were a first-round draft pick, got traded as a rookie from Utah, and now you're here in Memphis, and you're playing 9 minutes in the fourth quarter with Adama Ball and Dejan Giroux.
Yeah, and it's easy to hate on him. And listen, I'm calling him the mole. That's what I've called him for weeks now. He is the one. He's the linchpin to losing on this team, just because he turns the ball over way too much. Okay, and he doesn't take open shots unless we're playing Chicago, and I'm still mad about that one. But I've been firmly in the camp for a long time across multiple sports, where I'm just a guy who's awesome doesn't just start sucking. There's just it's a situation, it's the yips, it's something. But we are quite literally 1 calendar year away from him taking Florida, being the NCAA tournament most valuable player and a champion on a very, very, very good title-winning Florida team. So did he just forget to play basketball, or is it something else? And I'm always in the camp of something else until it's just it's inevitable. And there's a lot of something else's that are possible when you're on a team that is actively trying to lose.
I've got the one that I think makes the most sense, but what is the something else? What are the things floating in your brain?
Oh, I think he's a point guard on a team that doesn't have a center.
Okay.
It does not have players that can dribble, pass, and shoot and play them a lot because you're trying to lose.
Yeah. I think you would absolutely dominate a backyard basketball game against your 5 kids. But you get out on the court with me and Rusty, you're getting smoked, right? Like
Okay,
that's where Walter Clayton Jr. is. He was really good playing against college basketball players where 90% of them don't make the NBA. 98% of them don't make the NBA. He's in the NBA now, and he's gotten traded. He's gotten traded, and he's playing 9 minutes for a tanking Memphis Grizzlies team in the fourth quarter.
And again, I think everything has context, okay? And so I'll need to provide. He got traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. The Grizzlies obviously wanted Walter Clayton Jr. back, and so it could have been like, oh, he's a casualty to get that guy, not necessarily looking to trade Walter Clayton Jr. If you remember, the Milwaukee Bucks drafted some scrub with like the 10th overall pick 2 years ago and traded him at the trade deadline. Everybody thought he was sucked when they drafted him, and then they traded him, and now he's like not in the league a year later. I don't think that's Walter Clayton Jr. And I'm not ever going to like downplay college competition when you win an NCAA tournament. And in that tournament, they beat UConn. I don't remember who else they beat along the way. It wasn't like they didn't go up against like a Cinderella in the finals. And it's like, you know, back in the day when it was like Florida Atlantic makes a national championship game. Like that wasn't the case. I'm not going to minimize that NCAA tournament run. It's one thing if, say, Hannes, what's his name, at Washington? Hannes Steinbach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He didn't make the tournament. If he was to come in and suck in the in the NBA, you could point at him and be like, oh, he was great in college, but he played in the Big Ten on a team that wasn't even good enough to make the tournament, and now he sucks. It's like, okay, maybe he sucks. But I've seen Walter Clayton Jr. be an MVP of the March Madness tournament.
Right.
So, like, it's harder for me to say he just sucks. He may just suck, but I'm holding right now, again, and saying I'm not making any long-term decisions based on keeping Walter Clayton Jr.
No. Yeah.
I'm just saying that I'm not ready to just say this game of basketball, he's no good at it. Like, that's not where I'm at.
You were in agreement with me, though, when Zach Kleiman announced the trade, did the press conference, and talked about Walter Clayton. He wanted him, right? Like, they had high hopes for what Walter Clayton Jr. would be for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think
did Danny Ainge for that reason, because I think he traded up to get him in the draft.
Did he really?
Yes, I believe that's right. I think he traded up because he was like a back half of the first round guy. And I think he ended up taking it like 15 or 16. I think Danny Ainge, who I would trust in development and scouting and all that. I trust Danny Ainge. Like, don't make a trade with Danny Ainge either, which is a con for Walter Clayton Jr.
Well, that's crazy. It's crazy. They had the 21st pick. They traded the 21st pick, the 43rd pick, and future second-round picks in 2031 and 2032 to the Wizards to acquire the 18th pick, which they used on Walter Clayton Jr.
So they traded 4 picks.
Right.
3 of them second-round picks and the current 28th, you say?
21st. They had the 21st. They traded
to move up 3 spots.
To move up 3 spots
to get him. And so, like, no, Danny Ainge thinks he's good. Zach Kleiman, who I trust in scouting, thought he was good. And then we've injected him into a team that is purposefully sucking, putting together the 5-man unit on the court never makes sense because you refuse to play a center. And now we're just going to make up our minds saying Walter Clayton Jr. sucks. No, I'm not going to do that. He's playing very poorly right now. I just tend to put it on the circumstances over the player at this point. And I cannot believe we've been talking like 5 minutes on Walter Clayton Jr.
Listen, I would just say it's not even that there seems to be, if you watch the games, if you look at the film, which is the phrase everybody likes to use to think that they know basketball. Look at the film. It's just highlights on YouTube. If you watch Walter Clayton, he doesn't have much pop with the ball, like dribbling wise. Separation he's not great at. His jumper is broken right now. Like it's not even like short or long. It's short to the right, short to the left, long to the right, long to the left. It's not even on target really a lot of times. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
it's listen, there's plenty there, okay? There's plenty there to poke holes in. And I'm not even going to defend it to the death. This is just kind of where I'm at, and the same reason why, like, you can put any player in a bad scheme. Case in point, different sport, same principles, in my opinion.
Okay.
Sam Darnold sucked for years on the New York Jets. Was it the New York Jets or was it Sam Darnold? We all thought it was Sam Darnold. But then what happened is he went to Carolina for a spell. He sucked. Was it Carolina or was it Sam Darnold? Everybody said it was Sam Darnold. But then he went and he played backup for San Francisco. In spot minutes, looked good. Then he went to Minnesota. Awesome. MVP votes.
Came in as the backup.
And then Minnesota decided they were going to stick with their rookie who got hurt, J.J. McCarthy.
Right.
He gets picked up by Seattle. And what does he go do? He wins a Super Bowl. It's all about situation. If you've got the talent and the mind, you also have to have the situation. The situation sucks right now.
Situation matters, definitely.
And all right, let's do this, and this will be off of it. This is the last thing because I made this point a minute ago and I could not back it up. Jalen also says college versus pros. Pros are better. No argument, by the way. Pros are better. But look at the run that he went on in the 24-25 March Madness bracket. They were a 1 seed in the Western bracket. Beat Norfolk State. Big deal. Then went and played UConn. UConn was an 8 seed. They beat them by 2. Then they went and played the 4 seed Maryland and won by 16.
With Derek Queen on that team, a first-round draft pick, Derek Queen. Yep.
And then in the Elite 8, they played Texas Tech at the 3 seed, beat them. And then in the Final Four, they played a 1 seed Auburn, beat them. And then the championship, they played Houston, the 3 seed, and beat them. And so that's not a cupcake. And he was the most valuable player. And so I'm not, and that's the reason why I'm not just going to say he's college good and he was good because he plays a lesser competition. Not that road through the finals was not the easy competition.
And clearly, I think what's changed is you're no longer looking at Walter Clayton Jr., I think if you're the Memphis Grizzlies, as a potential replacement for a Scottie Pippen Jr. or a Ty Jerome, right? Like I think that's why they brought him in, honestly, because he's still on a rookie deal. A guy you have tradable assets in Ty Jerome and Scottie Pippen Jr., guys that have value. Contract is good, that kind of stuff. I don't think you can make that. I'm not saying they're not going to trade Scottie Pippen or Ty Jerome, but you don't do that with the hope that Walter Clayton Jr. is going to be your guy coming into the season next year.
Yeah, so and that's the part where I was like, okay, I'm not making any decisions based on Walter Clayton Jr. If he was amazing right now, I would.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And it was kind of, in my opinion, it was kind of a no-lose situation for Walter Clayton Jr., in my opinion. You can only increase your stock, but given his position, I see him like a Tyus Jones. Like he's a shorter guard. He's not going to be like an elite scorer. He's not going to be a heater off the bench like Ty Jerome is. He's a guard. He's strictly a point guard, not a shooting guard. He needs other stuff around him. Could he excel in a good situation, setting a table like Tyus Jones did? Absolutely. Tyus Jones as the best player on the court would be a terrible team. And I think that's
you saw it with Phoenix. You saw it when Tyus Jones went to Phoenix, right? Like he's going to be the point guard.
No gas left in the tank, but I like that comparison. I think, and that's just again don't call me the Walter Clayton Jr. apologist here. That's not me. I just think it's a tiny bit presumptuous based on what we've seen. Hey, Utah sucks and Grizzlies suck to say like, oh, that guy sucks at basketball. When a year ago he didn't suck at basketball.
Right.
You know,
I mean, it is bad. His last 10, he's 33.8% from the field. 30.
Oh no, it's not good. It's
30.2% from the 3-point line.
Yep. Not good.
Averaging 9 points a game. He's 4.6 assists to 2.6 turnovers.
Bad.
So a less than 2-to-1 ratio, which is just terrible in the NBA. I mean, just it's not good.
So where I'm at, if you look at the point guard room, because I think that's going to be the busiest room.
Yeah, I think so too.
In the offseason, like what do you do here? Because you do have Ty. For the time you have Ja, we don't think he's going to be there. But you got Ty, Cam Spencer, Scottie Pippen Jr., Javon Small, and Walter Clayton Jr. All of those guys, sans Ty Jerome, are small guards.
Yes.
Very, very they fit in the same kind of prototype where it's like, oh, they're 6 foot, 6'1". So you're going to have to make some decisions there. I think there's a high likelihood that there's an overhaul of that room and you're left with maybe 1 or 2 at the end of the day.
Who would that be? Ty Jerome?
He would, and Walter Clayton Jr. would not even sniff the top 2, in my opinion. And it wouldn't sniff the top 3, in my opinion. Like it would be a quick open and shut decision from me. Whereas there's no chance Scottie Pippen Jr. Walter Clayton Jr. hits the top 3 in that. I think it would be, if I'm picking 3, say expansion draft, call it whatever you want to. I've only got to pick 3. It's Ty Jerome, it's Scottie Pippen Jr., and it is
Javon Small.
Javon Small. Yeah. And what would hurt me, honestly, the third one in that list, because I didn't go in order, it would be between Cam and Scottie, I think. Because I love Javon Small, rookie. Like I think he can really be good. Yeah, Cam would it would hurt me, but it would be Cam. If you told me I could only have 3, but
yeah, I agree.
You would have those same 3.
I would have those same 3, but I don't think those 3 are going to be all on the team next year. I think Javon Small and Cam Spencer gives you the leeway to like let one of those guys go, Ty Jerome or Scottie Pippen Jr. Yeah. Try to trade them for something like to get another asset, to get another pick, to do something, to get.
Yeah, if they trade Ty Jerome, I'm going to pick it. We're going to have a sign down.
I agree. He is a guy that I think you could go into next season as your starter and go, I feel comfortable with what we're doing here. Especially if you get a high draft pick and you get a big wing, whether it's a Peterson or a DeBansa or whoever it may be, or if you decide to go, we want your boy Cam, is it Wilson from North Carolina, or
Caleb Wilson,
or Cam Boozer. Sorry, I got them mixed up. Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson.
Don't insult Caleb Wilson like that.
Exactly. If you bring in one of those guys, then I think I would feel real comfortable bringing Ty Jerome in as a starter. But he's also the guy that I would say has the most trade value in terms of the contract, in terms of what people would want him to be the backup point guard on their team. He's that good. Right?
Yeah, there's just no scenario where I'm trading Ty Jerome. I don't think, unless you're using him and he is the cornerstone asset to move into the top 3, and he doesn't have that much value.
That ain't happening.
No, it's going to be all future picks. It's going to be.
We're going to talk draft. We're going to talk tankathon and draft in a second.
Yeah,
but I just don't think if you don't get in the draft lottery a top 4 pick, you're not there. Those teams are not allowing you to move into the top 4. They're not trading their top 4 pick for whatever package you decide to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that there's a package.
And honestly, the package would have to start with a team that's currently sitting at like the 5th or 6th pick.
Right.
You know, like
that's the limit.
Yeah.
That's the ceiling to me, is the 5th or 6th.
Like and to me, it's like no one's going to trade one of the top 2 picks, because I think as a community and just almost a fact, the top 2 picks on everybody's board is going to be DeBansta and Boozer.
Right.
And so it's like those aren't going to move. And so then the third pick, would they entertain the fifth pick in some future for a team that is like, say, like right now, Utah is currently slated for the fifth pick. Say they get the fifth pick and they love Peterson. Could you talk, say, Brooklyn, who just drafted 5 guards last year? Could you coax them into dropping back to 5 and then they get to take,
one of the plethora of guards
one of the other guards and a big later, and then yes, you could do that. But I don't see anybody getting off of like the number 1 and number 2 pick.
No.
And so all that to say, like if you're the Grizzlies and you're trying to get up, say you fall because you're either going to be in the top 4 or you're going to be like 7, 8, 9, or 10.
Right.
I don't think there's anything that Ty Jerome can get you into the top 3 or 4. Now you're going to have all your assets going forward.
You have the Utah,
but it's not Ty Jerome is not going to be the guy that gets you in there. So
I agree.
All right, let's take a look. We hinted at it. Let's take a look at the tank. Oh no, real quick before we do that, tonight's games: Suns at Magic. Magic are a 2-point home favorite against the Suns. Second night of a back-to-back.
Real quick, shout out to FanDuel for presenting and sponsoring this show. Thank you.
Absolutely. FanDuel is where we get all of these odds, where we will be placing all of our wagers if you live in a state that you could do so. Mississippi, step your game up. Suns on the second half of a back-to-back going from Memphis to Orlando, and that will be very tricky. You know why? Draymond told us why. There's no saunas in Memphis.
Yeah.
So you're staying in a Roach motel. There's no chance Phoenix Suns got a good night's sleep if you listen to Draymond Green.
Exactly. They didn't sleep well.
I bet they just flew straight to Magic Kingdom. Stayed at Epcot,
Hung out with Lindsey Graham.
Yeah. Lindsey Graham. What is the representative from South Carolina got to do with this?
He's been all over Disney World and Epcot Center this last week. There's pictures coming out galore of him there.
Why in the who do you follow Lindsey Graham? Like, how in the world does that pop up in your algorithm?
I am a purveyor of politics, and
okay, buddy, so am I, and I've never seen Lindsey Graham pop up. Hi, my name's Lindsey Graham. So he sounds like Mickey Mouse. He should be in Orlando.
There's pictures of him alone at Epcot Center, hanging out by himself.
Never trust the dude that's by himself at Disney.
Bro,
never. At Disney World. Do not trust the guy that's ever hanging out by himself, taking pictures with Cinderella and Moana. We need the Magic to capitalize on the Suns' lack of sleep. No, we need the Suns.
We need the Suns to win.
I'm getting this backwards every time. This reverse tank race is doing stuff to me. Because we are cheering for the Dallas Mavericks to go to Milwaukee and win. They are a 1-point road favorite.
The
Mavericks are. And then the Hornets and Nets. Would love to see the Hornets do whatever it takes to stay paired up in the 9-10 game with the Magic. So we're rooting for the Suns. Money line win as a road dog. We're rooting for the Bucks as a home dog.
Yes.
And I need to look at the standings. There's no chance Charlotte loses to the Nets.
No, Charlotte's going to beat the Nets. Yeah. I mean, Brooklyn
16.5 is
and look, there's no way the Grizzlies are catching Brooklyn. So look, like that is, you're not getting into the top 3 of the Tankathon simulator. You're getting you're hoping Dallas loses. You're hoping Orlando continues to lose to keep them in that 9-10 game. That's what you're hoping for here.
I still can't believe we got a Lindsey Graham conversation here on the $2 Sports Show, and we weren't even talking about politics. Like, geez.
Sorry, I was
David Owens. Owens, an attorney from Alabama, is very keen on who Lindsey Graham is. I don't know what side of the aisle David's on, but I think both sides just kind of get weirded out by Lindsey Graham. Just is an odd bird.
He's an odd bird. He's an odd bird.
All right. Let's look at the tank race now. The Tankathon is up. Let me pull it up here. I'll hide this. Pull up my other browser so we can look here. This is where the reverse standings are right now. Washington surging towards the number 1 pick.
Let's go.
Washington, Indiana, Brooklyn, Sacramento. That hasn't changed in a long time. Utah, Dallas took another loss, passing New Orleans. 6-7 New Orleans, 8 Memphis. 1 game separates Dallas and Memphis, and that's why you need Dallas to win tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. Again, this is becoming a daily thing. Tankathon knows that it is peak season here. Just ads after ads after ads.
Ads after ads.
Milwaukee. So if we look at the Dallas Milwaukee game from the Milwaukee perspective, they need to lose as well. They are a half game back of Chicago.
Right.
And so Milwaukee wants to lose and Dallas wants to lose. Dallas half a game up on New Orleans and a game up on Memphis. So
why is New Orleans tanking so bad when they're just giving that draft pick to Atlanta?
That's a good question. I don't think it's purposeful, and I think they'll like what is the word? Rejuvenation that happened when DeJounte Murray came back.
Right.
It's kind of faded off. It's kind of got that interim coach kind of vibe where everybody like rallies for DeJounte Murray, and it's just real like it sucks. We're not getting this pick anyways. Like,
should it concern New Orleans?
Lose. There's no reason to win.
Should it concern New Orleans that Zion Williamson has played more games this year than he has in the previous 4 years combined? He played 51 straight games this year. Should it be concerning to New Orleans that he's played that many games and yet they're still 25-51 on the season?
Of course it is. And they don't have a pick.
They don't have a pick in the first round.
There is no chance for them to upgrade in this generational draft that everybody keeps talking about.
Imagine being a New Orleans fan, your guy. Imagine, let's just put it into perspective for Memphis Grizzlies fans. Ja Morant played 70 games this year, and the Grizzlies were 25-50 in those 70 games.
It would be more indicting on the Grizzlies front office than it is if Ja Morant doesn't play. You've got a scapegoat, and New Orleans has always had a scapegoat. And when they traded that pick to acquire Derek Queen, they traded an unprotected first-round pick.
So crazy.
They did it because they thought they were going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And they haven't been. And, yeah, the DeJounte Murray thing, it is what it is. Maybe it's obvious he was more important than they thought, But there's there's players on that team that I like. I still like Herb Jones. I still like the Trey Murphy the third. Zion is what Zion is, and when he plays, he's always been awesome. It's extremely alarming.
Atlanta
could get Boozer or DeBansta. It's very easily.
Reports came out yesterday that New Orleans is looking to do a hard reset this summer. Basically, everybody on their teams traded at a value, at a discount, basically. Let's just start over because they don't have a way in the draft to upgrade their roster. They're giving that pick to Atlanta. They have Derek Queen. Derek Queen might be an untouchable. They like him a lot. But, dude, you talk about the players on New Orleans. What package would you offer? Would you offer a package for DeJounte Murray to be your starter next year?
I love DeJounte Murray. Sure. And it's going to be picks heavy.
Let me ask you this: what if it's a Ja Morant, Gigi Jackson trade for DeJounte Murray? You got to obviously figure out how to make the money work. But let's say the bones of that trade are.
But DeJounte Murray makes a lot of money, so it probably wouldn't be as crazy as you think. Listen, there's a lot of people that wouldn't in Grizzlies fandom that would not make that trade. It's more on the line for me. And a good compromise means both sides feel pretty bad about it.
Right.
And so that's probably why it's probably a good start is that I love and hate it. It's probably the makings of a good, a legitimate trade. Or is if both sides are just kind of I don't know. I don't love it. I don't hate it.
I would suspect if you're trying to move off Ja, you're going to have to attach Gigi Jackson to the situation.
I would say I think I would rather have Trey Murphy.
You ain't getting Trey
than
Murphy.
DeJounte.
You ain't getting.
And if I could do that for Trey Murphy, I would consider it. Yeah.
Why would they trade Gigi Jackson for like? Why would I just don't. I don't think you're.
I just like Trey Murphy more than I like DeJounte, so that's the reason why I was thinking that. You know, if I'm on the fence with and just don't even consider the Grizzly side, then it maybe I would feel better if it was Trey Murphy. I would feel better about the DeJounte if instead of Gigi it was I don't know who. Like who else would they want? Ty Jerome?
Would you feel better? So like if you came into the season,
no.
Missing Gigi. Gigi's not on the team next year. He's traded to New Orleans, and you have DeJounte Murray starting and Ty Jerome as your backup. I feel like your point guard room is in good shape.
It's done.
It's done, right?
Yeah, it's done.
And then that changes everything about what you do in the draft, right? Like that you don't have to go get.
And that's why you're not going to. Nothing is going to be done before May the 10th. And then if May the 10th comes and you say you get Anthony Sain's theory and Rusty's theory that Adam Silver decides who's going to get the pick, and because of that, Anthony Sain says that's why he's banking on the Grizzlies getting a top 4 pick, is because Adam Silver is going to hand pick them out of the lottery balls. Then you start thinking like, okay, I know I'm going to get Boozer, DeBansa, or Peterson. Let's start moving. Yeah. And you do that in the meantime. After that, if you don't get a top 4 pick, then I don't think you're going to see anything till draft night.
Right.
I don't know. Listen, I've always been wishy-washy on Gigi. I'm as high now as I've ever been, but he is not untouchable, and nobody on this team is untouchable.
Ooh, package John Gigi for DeJounte Murray and Kevon Looney. You get your backup big.
I don't want Kevon Looney.
You get your backup big.
Yeah, but
we need a backup big.
Yeah. Kevon Looney does nothing to me. Let's do a spin real quick. Let's do a spin.
Here we go. This is a big day. This is
a big day. So we went through kind of the odds where we're sitting at. Let's do a mock draft. So right now they have the Grizzlies taking Nate Ahmed, which I am totally out on.
Totally
100% done.
Totally out on Nate Ahmed. Totally out on Nate Ahmed.
Completely and totally out. They also got the Grizzlies, and these won't change when I hit the sim. Thomas Howe at 16, and Dave Mara at 31. All right, so let's sim it. Well, hey, one spin. You know how it goes.
One spin. Everybody knows the rules.
And it's going to be
Nate Ahmed again.
Dallas moving up again. Everything else kind of goes chalk. In this case, Washington and Brooklyn would be the big losers in the lottery.
Sacramento and Utah they're not going after Cam Boozer and Caleb Wilson. There's no
Sacramento and Utah. Listen, there's a theory out there that I don't know. Again, I'm not Mr. The lottery's rigged. To me, there's so many other.
Anthony broke you down a little bit. Anthony broke you down.
He tried. He cornered me, and he tried.
He got you a little bit.
No, he didn't get me.
I heard the conversation. You backed off a little bit.
No, I didn't. I did not back off. I'm still holding very strong. He didn't convince me.
He convinced me a little bit.
You have lost your mind if you think that just a little conversation in a bar is going to get me off this stand. Like, no, I don't back down that easily. As Saint says, Mr. Lottery conspiracy. There is a conspiracy out there because you know that
Anthony,
I would love to know Saint's thought on this.
I heard it, Anthony.
That's Saint. He thinks everybody backs off. I guarantee you, Saint's never thought he lost a fight. Okay, so I forgive me for standing up for myself once again. I would like to know Saint's thoughts on this conspiracy, that the reason why AJ DeBansa went to BYU is not because he's a devout Mormon, but because he was paid handsomely. $8 million, I think. Just an exorbitant amount of money. The money came from the owner of the Utah Jazz. So, if I'm sure Saint's got his conspiracy theory hat on, does that mean that Utah is going to move up in the draft because of the skin in the game by Utah's owner to get AJ DeBansa to BYU? Or does that mean Utah is totally out of the running for a top 4 pick so that they will not be able to get AJ DeBanson, because we all know how much the Utah owner loves AJ DeBanson.
When in the history of ever has the NBA ever looked at Utah and said, "We're going to help
I'm going to give you here's your reward for all your hard work."
For all your hard work.
Yeah. Yeah, never.
Never.
Utah is always the one that falls down the standings. So Saint says I can't see Silver finding them, but then fine and then reward them.
But then the fine might have been for them to just, hey, chill out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all chill out. I got you.
Would this be the reason? What would it take for the draft conspiracy theorists to realize that their draft conspiracy has been bogus this whole time? Would it be Utah winning in a situation in which the NBA has fined them multiple times for tanking?
That's a great
and then
question.
They win. You guys would all have to shut up.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Anthony Sane. And
you would have to shut up forever.
We're going to be on here at 1 p.m., so I'm sure he's going to talk. Would it change your mind if Utah got the number 1 pick after being fined as much as they have been twice?
Yes.
Would it change your mind about the draft lottery being rigged?
It would have to, right? I mean, you said it before I gave the prompt that Utah would never gotten the benefit of the doubt.
Ever.
In fact, they've been fined twice in this season for tanking too hard and benching healthy players.
He said no, it would not change his mind. Of course,
because like him, like me, he's not going to back down. He's just not. The light could be shone on his face, and he'd be like, "No, that's flashlight, not Jesus." That's just a big flashlight.
That's a big flashlight.
And no, Anthony Saint does not sound like this voice that I'm doing, and I don't know why.
What is this voice?
I always go to the redneck voice when I'm portraying somebody who's just incapable of seeing the light. Okay, my apologies for giving you a redneck voice, Anthony. That was not my intent.
That's just your
things
voice.
that I've said in this show about his draft lottery theories, that was going to be the thing that insulted him the most, was me giving him the.
That's just, hey, David might be on something. That's just what Adam Silver would want you to believe. That's what.
Again, there's some conspiracy theories that I love. I love the JFK stuff. I dive deep into it. I've got theories. Yeah. I'm not a guy who hates conspiracy theories. To sum up my point, this is a league who is lockstep. Like, you think tanking's a problem? Tanking's a problem because they are in lockstep with a gambling organization in which they take odds on everything, including lottery outcomes, including who the pick is going to be, including who makes the playoffs, who doesn't. If they rig this in any way, you are talking about a revolt. It does not pay off in the end. It's like the whole, I could rob this bank and get away with it and make tens of millions of dollars. But if you get caught, what happens? And it would crumble. There's not the payoff. Who cares if, in the grand scheme of things, who cares that Dallas gets, traded away Luka Doncic and in return gets the number 1 pick and Cooper Flag? That pales in comparison to the league crumbling and public opinion going down the toilet. Like, you lose everything.
Name one with a key player that didn't feel rigged.
And this is what I told Anthony at the Wayno's party, Wayno's art show, is the only shred of proof that anybody has that the lottery is rigged is exactly that argument. It has to be, right? It feels like it is. No, but never has anybody came up and said, this is how you do it. This is the conversations. This is the back channel. This is like on the
back channel
on the cork board of the investigation. There is no rope. There is no yarn tying one thing to the other. It is just, it feels like it. It has to be like, you've got to give me something else.
This guy, Nico Harrison, whatever his name is, was a legitimate businessman from Nike, a guy who
Yeah, he was a
worked
Nike guy.
his way. He was a Nike guy, a guy who is very qualified, very smart, successful in everything that he did, right? He makes a phone call to only Rob Pelinka to trade Luka Doncic.
Oh, was it malpractice? 100%.
But he's not a dummy. He's not a dummy. He's not an idiot.
I think
Why?
he might be, because
No.
I think he might just be an idiot. He's
No.
still unemployed. Okay, he's still hanging out.
Because he
And
is
if he
toxic
if
as
he
hell.
cracked the code, all right. If he cracked the code for Dallas Mavericks to get the number 1 pick, I think I'd still hire him if that's what he provided us. And like, okay, what can you do next to get us another number 1 pick? Cleveland got like 3 in a row, or
I
2
know.
out of 3, whatever.
When they traded LeBron James to Miami.
And what's his name? The GM that was there, David. He went to New Orleans. All right, that lottery magic didn't happen. I mean, well, I guess they did get. Was that Giannis? I mean, Zion.
That was Zion.
Was he there? David.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Gibson.
Gilbert. That's right. That's David
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Dan Gilbert. Dan
Dan
Gilbert.
Gilbert, the one that is like arch enemies with Matt Ishbia at Phoenix,
Right.
because they both own competitive mortgage home banks or whatever. Anyways, I cannot, and maybe this is the practical side of me coming out. I've never been shy to change course when I feel differently about how I felt for so long. Okay. Maybe this is just the practicality side of me, but can you imagine the Wall Street Journal, the people that don't, the finance side of this, the Securities and Exchange Commission conversations, when a league who walks hand in hand with gambling partners has fixed the NBA draft? Can you imagine what would happen? What is the best case scenario for the NBA if they rigged it and it comes out?
Your argument, though, against why it's not real is as flimsy as you say the argument that it is real. That, well, look at this draft and look at this draft, and it had to have been. Your argument is what happens if it comes out?
It's common sense to me. You see companies that is defrauding users. Like, that is fraud.
Which is business 101 in the United States of America.
I'm just saying there's much more at stake for the NBA if they fix it and get busted than it is if they shoehorn and rig it to get Cooper Flag to Dallas. Like, what is the great benefit of that? Or by proxy, Luka to Los Angeles. What is the benefit to that versus the risk of getting busted and losing everything? Adam Silver's out of a job. Every single suit in New York City in the NBA office loses everything. You lose public opinion. That would make Tim Donaghy and his scandal look like a saint.
Totally
based
agree.
on that is what Tim Donaghy was doing for the whole league. Like, you're doing it at a league basis. Tim Donaghy was gambling on games that he refereed. Adam Silver would be doing what Tim Donaghy did at an executive NBA level and marionetting the whole league to get Cooper Flag to Dallas. Like, the trade-off isn't there.
No, to get Luka to LA. To get Luka to LA.
The trade-off is not there.
It is
the
there.
Lakers are going to be on TV one way or the other.
The
Lakers are going to sell out one way or the other.
The NBA makes gazillion more dollars with a superstar in LA. A gazillion.
Yeah. And I don't think that Luka Doncic playing in Dallas versus playing in LA increases the scope of, like, the bottom line of the NBA.
Disagree.
Luka Doncic was just in a NBA final, NBA finals. Like, I'm not there. I'm not there. And the other layer is the lottery balls are drawn in front of an executive for every single NBA team. It is a convoluted process in which
you think they are. When's the last time you saw the lottery balls drawn?
It's not. It's closed. But it is in front of 30 NBA team executives who, if smelled a scent of fraud, the Grizzlies had the best odds at the number 1 pick before they flattened them. Had the best odds at the number 1 pick the year LeBron James was there. And LeBron James went to his hometown team got him. If there was a scent of fraud, and I wasn't around, and I wasn't talking about it, I wasn't paying attention. So this is just off Uncle Buck's common sense, okay? This is the chosen one, okay? If the Grizzlies, as the worst team in the NBA, who tanked their way to the worst odds, and they got rigged in that lottery room and did it to put LeBron in his hometown, I would burn it to the ground. And it's never happened.
Listen,
no one has ever walked out of there and gotten screwed. Utah has never gotten screwed and burn it down. You think they're all just good foot soldiers?
I've seen.
No. What would be the valuation of the Memphis Grizzlies right now if they drafted LeBron James? Like, it's a different world. And no one has ever came up and said, they screwed us. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And this is how, like, it's never happened. And I just refuse to believe that all these people would just play nice if they know they got screwed.
I've seen enough Ocean's 13 to see how the Ocean's 13 guy, Danny Ocean and his whole crew rigged the casino games. It happens.
Yeah. Again, that wouldn't hold up in court. That is people count cards and rig casinos all the time, and that's why they have cameras.
But they can't rig a lottery ball pick system. Come on,
me and Sane agree.
I agree. Do it live. And if you want, and if that's the case, if they do it on live TV, and the Grizzlies get screwed, or Washington or Indiana get screwed, then we either have to point to where they screwed it up because we watched it, or we have to be quiet about it being rigged. I would simplify. And we've went too far. This is what I've said on the record on this show multiple times. You simplify this easily. There's 100% it's 100% divided amongst however many teams. You get 100 lottery balls with a team's logo on it. Okay. And then you just say you got a 14% chance if you are one of the bottom 4 teams. So Indiana, Sacramento, Brooklyn, and whoever I'm forgetting get 14 lottery balls. Mm-hmm.
And then you cascade downwards and you make them all round numbers. Like, we're not doing the point stuff. And you do it on live TV.
Yeah.
And of course, you're always going to have the bozo that says, "Oh, there's a magnet in there," or whatever. Like, how could it be done in which some folks are just not going to buy it one way or the other? But you put it on live television, you make it a logo. So, like Saints talking about, they turn 9s into 6s and 6s into 9s. Like, okay, you can't turn a Grizzly into a Pacer. It is advanced math what they're doing to be able to rig this. When the Grizzlies were in it, I think at one time they were talking about it. No, but they were talking about like the string of numbers that it's like a lottery ball. I mean, not like a Powerball, where it's like, oh, you have a list of 40 numbers that have a list of 40 that have like 5 numbers across, and you match them like a dang Powerball. Like, I don't know how you rig it for one team when each team has a string of 5 numbers that have to match perfectly. Are you pulling 5 different numbers exactly in the right order to rig it to get Dallas? Like, I don't know. Somebody smarter than us has got to do it. And maybe
yes.
I don't see it. I don't buy it. And again, we're talking about all this in the weeds now. Ultimately, why I am on this side is because if they got busted, you lose everything. You lose advertisers. You lose your corporate sponsorships. You lose trust of the fans. You lose trust of the general managers, the owners. Everything is gone. You are starting over.
So you're a JFK conspiracy theorist too. Who killed JFK?
I don't know. This is where I'm at with JFK. Somebody knows. The U.S., I believe, was involved in some way.
You think the CIA?
I don't know how.
You think the CIA was involved?
Yeah, but I don't know who was. I don't know how they plotted it.
So how
But
is
it's
it?
obvious?
How has it not come out? Because there's people have
because
protected
there's
interest in it
people are
not.
alive. People are alive. I think that did the deed, and they are American citizens. They don't want to out them while they're alive.
The reason why it's not out is because the very thing that you're saying is, if the CIA would kill a sitting president, then how do we ever have trust in anything that they do, the American government does? Right? So there's vested interest in the power brokers that be in the United States government to keep that stuff hidden. Same way with the NBA.
So you're saying that in 2003, when the Grizzlies lost the lottery to the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Memphis Grizzlies, in this instance, if they thought it was rigged, or if they had reason to believe that it was rigged, then they were sat down in a room with no windows and no cameras and said, "We did it. If you do this, we all die." And so you either have to choose, you either have to play well with others or choose the mutually assured destruction option.
No, Michael Heisley was an owner who didn't care about anything but the bottom line. Robert Parrott is an owner who only cares about the bottom line. Think about
the bottom line if you get LeBron James.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's why he would have tanked it to the ground if he thought that they ruined it.
I disagree. They say, we'll take care of you later. But we're getting Cleveland. LeBron is going to Cleveland. I'm sorry. He's not going to Memphis.
No.
Live with it.
If it were me and I was in that room and they screwed me out of an opportunity at a Cooper Flag or a LeBron James or a Victor Wembanyama, I would hit the red button.
But here's
no
the
doubt
thing.
about it.
And there's a reason why you had to go to a junkyard and buy a transmission for your Honda Odyssey instead of because there's a reason why you're not rich, because you're not willing to play the game.
Oh, that's oversimplification.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's wealth. You think wealth is a bootstrap situation? Nah, man.
In a lot of cases. Yeah.
Nope. Disagree. You are wealthy. You get wealthy. You build something by the bootstraps. It gets rich and wealthy because you are involved in the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I believe in the American dream.
I do not.
And I could tell. Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you, bro. I'm in the same boat as you.
Oh, you're anti tinfoil hat theory on the draft lottery?
No, I am not disrespecting you for being not wealthy, because I am not wealthy. But there's a reason why.
Oh, I don't take any disrespect at all.
Because I've burned. I have. Well, we'll get into it anyway. Yeah.
And me and Jesus are like this, same. And he would be very, very upset if Adam Silver was rigging the draft lottery.
Who do you think
Jesus lying?
Who do you
and
think
that's against the Ten Commandments. Okay, that's covetousness.
Who do you think Jesus is a fan of in the NBA? Who do you think he likes?
Is
it Jaden Ivey?
Yeah, I do. I think he's a big fan of the Atlanta Hawks right now for not doing Magic City night. Yeah. I think he'd be a big fan of that. I think he would be very grossed out by all of it. If I'm being honest with you, this is a celebration and idolatry in its truest sense is what we do and how we consume sports in the United States of America. That's what I think. Real quick. This is just nobody. Back to JFK. He's still waiting for the release of those files. He says earlier, and says no one is alive now that had anything to do with 63. They would have been in their 90s or 100s. Listen, it's also public. It's like your trust of the government, you know. Although I've never been one to say like, oh, our government is pure and it's done everything right. They've made plenty of mistakes. JFK did it with the Bay of Pigs and everything else. Like, been a lot of. I mean, Reagan did it with Iran, Contra. Like, it's U.S. history is made up of like just gross mistakes. And And a lot of times they're going to do whatever they can to cover it up. And maybe that's what the NBA is doing. I just believe that there is just, I cannot believe Adam Silver, a guy who's made his way up to the, or just take Adam Silver out of it. How anybody can say like, okay, we want Luka to LA, and to do this, we are going to give Dallas Mavericks the number 1 overall pick on the back end. And okay, that sounds great, Mr. Under the table dealer. I'm Adam Silver now.
Okay.
What's the downside? Oh, the downside is like death and destruction of the league. Like, okay, well, maybe let's do it. Like I can't get there. I can't get there.
All right, I got to get Anthony's show ready. We got to go live in 30 minutes.
Oh, are you picking him over me?
I got to, man.
Are you picking him?
I've been
over
with
me?
you for an hour and a half, man.
Yeah,
talking conspiracy, and I love conspiracy theories. I love talking conspiracy theories.
I do too. We could do a whole thing on it. I'm starting to believe aliens are real.
Heck yeah, they're real. What are you talking about?
Dinosaurs are fake.
Stop it.
Just
That's
a figment of imagination. I don't believe in fossils.
What?
The Earth is only like, I don't know, 3,000 years old. I don't know. I don't believe it. I can't prove it. I just what's not a conspiracy though? Was not a conspiracy. Is that the $2 Sports Show happened today? And
it went off the rails. The buffoonery.
It would not have gone this far off the rails if Rusty was here.
That's exactly
not
right.
A conspiracy.
Rusty would be like, "Bro, y'all gotta relax." Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And he just got me. I'm the wild dog in the backyard that he just has to put on the little running rope. Yes. And if not, this is what it turns into. So, this is my favorite conspiracy of them all. Helen Keller's not real.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. She had to be able to hear or speak, or she either had to hear or see one of them, or else there's no way that she can just comprehend the geopolitical nature of America.
Like how would she know? How would she know?
Oh, it started by just putting water in her hands like this, and then now I can speak on communism? No. It was a government plant. No, I cannot be convinced that Helen Keller, a woman who was blind and deaf, wrote geopolitical thoughts into the world and comprehended it. And my wife was born at Helen Keller Hospital in Tuscumbia, Alabama, or Muscle Shoals, wherever it's at. And I don't buy it. Don't buy it.
She's Alabama's only decent historical figure.
Except for
Bear Bryant.
You have the talks about, if you have a beer with any person from now or the past, who would you choose? And if you did that for people in the state of Alabama, I would choose Charles Barkley over Helen Keller, because what kind of conversation am I having with Helen Keller? I can't sign and she can't see.
Wait, who is Annie Sullivan? Annie Sullivan's husband was a journalist and wrote her.
She's the one that was her caretaker that taught her sign language, allegedly, and taught her how to talk and converse despite not being able to see or hear.
Oh, Danville resident Jesse Owens is an Alabama resident.
He's good.
He's a good one.
Good. Yeah. Lionel Richie.
There you go.
Tommy Tupperville.
Yeah. Oh God.
I could have a conversation with Tommy Tupperville, and it wouldn't be about politics at all, and he would still not forget that he talked to me. He told us that he told Ole Miss he was leaving in a pine box, and then he went to Auburn. I don't know if he's probably not from Alabama, but he is Alabama representative right now.
Imagine being the one in control of what she's supposed to say. Talking about
that's the thing. She was a puppet. We talk about the puppet, the marionette. Helen Keller is over here. I have no idea what's going on, and they say Helen Keller said. Like, no, she didn't say it. She's not capable of it.
Now, how do you know?
Helen Keller couldn't refute or confirm anything that was said by people who said Helen Keller said it.
God.
I believe Stevie Wonder isn't blind either.
Whoa.
Catch that mic stand.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, this is getting wild.
Yeah.
This is getting out of control. There's no way you're going to tell me Stevie wasn't.
Have you ever seen the video of him catching the mic stand? He's on stage with a okay. All right. The mic turns to Chris Harrington. All right. That's it for the Two Buck Sports Show. I'm Uncle Buck. I'm somehow out of breath. It's not hard to believe while I'm out of breath. I'll stand up in a minute. You can see. This has been the Tuesday edition of the Two Buck Sports Show. If you think this show was crazy, wait till tomorrow because it's my birthday, and y'all ain't going to be able to tell me anything.
How old are you, man? How old are you going to be?
I will be 34.
Shout out.
34.
34. Look at you.
So, all right. That's it. Everybody go be a friend to somebody who needs a friend. And Kenny, tell them why there are no free funds.
Because with the Two Buck Sports Show, you get what you pay for.
That's right. That's right. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Buck Sports Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.